comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Let us begin. Missiles. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking the projectile. These elements early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Good anti-air.
It's not over.
This is the perfect range to reach our and tag them with something. Player 1 can't let their drive game in. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Player 2, what's next? You're totally right. Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Yo Tilda.
What up, mate?
Throw whips. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Throws him. What's next? Player 2 chases him down.
Okay.
Yes. Oh man, they were all over. Yo, what was this one? They timed that just right to get the perfect parry. Akuma's going in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going. Not much life left, but they're
In Minecraft Oren and chillin'.
Nice. This dude is... I can't do anything.
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. That drive impact to punish? Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Nice. Shoots off a fireball up close. Parries the attack. We're near the end of the round. KO. Last round saw one player really taking advantage of every opportunity. But how will that affect the next round? Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Demon Guillotine crushes him. You've got to be mindful of people's jump-ins at this range. Keep going. Life lead is there. Experiencing burnout.
You buddy.
Akuma.
Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Denies the push with a drive reversal. Smart move. Throws him down. Pressuring them in the corner. They're really being worked over in the corner. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Not sure how you can break the rhythm that was established last round. You might need to pin your hopes on a mirror. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Hit them with a stop and drop. Gets the combo. Barely blocks the jump.
Man.
DJ,
Buried their opponent.
here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is vicious from the play-by-play. They're not going to allow any jumping. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Drive rush to try and keep up the attack. What's the play here? On dangerous turf. Easy to attack at this range. Backed into the corner with pressure building. Grabs up. Hit them with a 1-2-3. Both fighters are barely alive. Burnout activate. They're going for the super art. Boots off a fireball up close. Player 2 has depleted their turn. To come from the brink like that.
Round two.
They just crushed them. What did you think? Adamant flame. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball here. Big opportunity now in this corner. This is a turnout. Looks like the tempo of the match became. Connects with the blow. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it? Find out the win. I never missed.
Red,
Too far for the throw to connect. Knocked them out of the air. Player 2. Will they capitalize? All the throw connects. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Demon Rain time. With the rock. Right up with the super. This really tipped the scales. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Are you kidding me?
Akuma, win. Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Get ready. They exchange blows. Player 2 has a slight life lead, but they may sit him. Denies the attack, and player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 is almost dead, but some flush drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. So that fight was dripping. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Still scrapping for control of the space. Super arts on deck for both fighters. They're experiencing burnout. Genius read. Player 2 has an empty digs in deep to get that driver. Reads the jump in perfectly. And create an opportunity there. Hard fought on both sides. What do you think?
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Come on, get ready.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Gets the jump in. That attack landed for a counter. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Look at the damage they can pump out with the combo. Things are heating up. Throws them. What's next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Reads their mind and texts their throw. Player 2 needs to hold on until their drive gauge recovers. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Side switch in the corner. Throw whip. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so tight. They were right to be on guard there. Dashes forward. They back you into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Not much life difference. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Throws them. Scrapping it out up close. Not, ooh, what a smart throw. The drive gauge is free. Gotta do better than that. There's no question. Like both players are willing to go. A trade, but they're not worried. Connects with medium. Just started. It watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. Can't argue with you. What a fight! Nice. With the projectile. Very solid punch. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Throws them to negate the block. Burnout after today. Oh. That's the round. What did you make? Alright, let's see what happens in the next round. Combo with the target combo. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Experiencing burnout. They're locked up into the corner. Keep going. There's a spark rising tackle. Player one has empty drive. This is a very precarious situation. All the throws connect. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Fire's off. They're in range. We gotta see a jump in. The dash. Fire. Alright! This is the final round! Expect to see some fireworks! Who's going to steal this win? Ends the meal, hoping for a good return. Calamity! Akuma ain't tucking you in for bad, but you're going to sleep real fast. Quick word! Fire's off Akuma! Player one needs to take advantage of the burnout! Next with the throw! Gets the tower!
Akuma.
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever!
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Pulls off the perfect parry. Now they'll have a chance to dump on the opponent. Player 2 has the life lead. Uncomfortable space. And they clip each other on the edge. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt as their drive gauge runs out. Knocks them into the corner. Fireball from very low. What's next? Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Life lead opens up. One combo can end this round right now. Medium kick. There's the change of side. There's the wall kick. Oh! Great round with both fighters really going on. Check with a medium. Akuma's going in. Grabs him. Drive rush to keep it going. Peter great. Pokes with a medium kick. Goes for the jump in. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be too impressed with this super. Oh, is this it? Or are they still in there? Oh. That was a clinic of how a solid neutral game wins matches. Gets the jump in. Recorder makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Uses uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 1 brings out the super. How is this gonna work out for them? Knockdown. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or beat each other out? Life lead opens up. It throws. Decides to go fancy on that jump in and takes care of it with a perfect parry. Player 2 needs to use the KO. That was so close. But what a matchup to see, right? Will that parry change the momentum of this match? Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Experiencing burnout. Smart play. Throws the fireball. A quick breather. They return to center stage. Scrapping it out up close. Burnout activated. Savage Tiger Raid hit. Nice lead is there, but still anyone's game. Flatline though. Top round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from the top. Throws a fireball. Delivers the pain. They knew the counter attack. Nowhere to run. Throws him. That corner is starting to look scary. Clutch read on that impact. A jump. Escapes with a reversal. Touch the fireball to continue their hold. Solid and back into the corner. What's up? Get it out. Player 1.
Now, find a new rival.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Deftly shuts out the jump. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 1 chases him down. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Okay, creating some space here. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. They can push into the nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Oh man, they were all over him. Yo, what was your take on that? Grabs him. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Dakuhado. Spiral arrow. Hits him with fire. Battling blade. Stuck in the corner, but not going down without a fight. Were they baiting them into that? Uses the gauge for a super. Uses the gauge for the super. They are not playing around. Lands the super. my days, that was a real intense fight.
本当にすごいです。いい試合をありがとうございます。
Jumps in. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Goes for the throw. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Round 3 opens up. Alright, what's coming up next? Medium kick! They saw the chip KO on the table. What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round? You got that one. Oh, next round starting. This order makes it hard to escape. They can't squander this punish counter kick. Sticks the combo. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Burnout activates. They've got the beater for a drive-in. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Blocks it. Akuma's going in. Jumps up. What's the next move? Player 2 has a chance to whip around if they can put their drive to good use. What? Anti-air. Connects with the throw. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Looks like they want to put up experiencing burnout. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? Oh my days, that was a real intense fight. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning his wild. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Goes for the fireball. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the front. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Got their eye on the air. Reads their mind and texts the throw. In a dire situation, they can't afford to. What a finish. Great meat in the life gauge there. That's the round. What did you make of it? Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two kick it up. Checks with a medium system. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Wrapping it out up close. Anti-air drops. Both fighters planning something? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Drops him hard. Great job in escaping that frozen. Perfect execution with the anti-air. No problem. There's no question what both players are willing to go to. Dashes forward. Cook them up. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Good presence of mind to pull the trigger. We use Animate for this one now. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Player 2 is in a very good spot now.
Now, find a new rival.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
こうしてるじゃないですか。大したものですね。
That was a solid anti-air.
うまいですね。
Finds the counter squeezing ahead. Any development early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape.
この攻めを通したい。
Solid blocking. They were ready for the air attack. Good forward to pressure the opponent. Had the radar up and running. Heading into the end game now. Getting tense. Throws them. What's next?
リンクイのスキー下がっていく。
Good job blocking the jumper. In there. Player one took that convincingly. But what's next? Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two pick it up. They knew the counter attack was coming.
もっと気軽に飛び込んでくればいいからね。
Team raid going in, grabbing it out up close. Jumps up. What's the next move? Knocks him out of the air. No question whether the super art is going to kill him.
That felt good, didn't it?
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
今なら誰でも倒せそうです。
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
対戦前からお互いのサーブでピリピリしちゃってますね。
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
よろしくお願いします。
Parries the attack and not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. Was looking for that jump attack. Perfect execution and gameplay left our fighter a perfect round. You could tell that one player was not holding back from him, while the other couldn't get it going. They trade. Hit them with a stopping block. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here.
お互い慎重な戦いでしたね。
Can they stop this fight from getting bigger? A super art?
最後まで進まないで。
You've gotta be mindful of weak jump-ins at this range. Akuma needs to jump in with a perfect parry.
JP, win!
Player two took no time to finish that fight.
いや、素晴らしい。さすがです。
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
行ってみましょ
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
う。緊張感が伝わってきます。早く頑張って。
still slugging it out here. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by throwing with fireballs. Puts them into the corner. The jump in is denied. Gets the jump in. Gets a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Burnout activated. Gets. What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round? You got that one. Oh, next round started. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on, experiencing burnout. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Player 2 will have the burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Dashes up. My turn. Breaks the block with a throw. Not much life difference. Checks with a medium. Opts to continue the attack. Left that off and keep going. Back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Here's going for the super. Here's the final round. Real fight starts next. What? Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Perfect execution with the anti-air. They return to center stage. Dangerous range here. Ooh, what a smart throw. Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
Now, find a new rival.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Throws him down. To the wire. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Uncomfortable space here. Can they flip each other on the edge? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The jump in is denied. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. A drive impact could end it all here. Big. This is a KO. Player 2 took that convincingly. But what's next? Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. They're thinking of scoring big on this cage. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Crashing it out up close. Just goes for it at this range. Oops. Well, listen, when you're locked them to negate the block. Uses a drive carry against the attack. Player 2 with the life lead. The super armor does its job. Combo with the target combo. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Well-timed corner switch. Nails the anti-air. Heading into the MKO. Bags the round. What are you doing? All right, let's see what happens in the next round. The super armor does its job. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. What'll happen here? Read the raid? Their spacing is so on point, but who's gonna blink first? Going in? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Drops him hard. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Reads the jumping perfectly. Very. Still plenty of time left. Both are ready to pull the trigger on the experiencing burnout. Closes in. Player 2 is moving on to the start incoming. I hope you're not a lightweight because enough is enough to ether you. They're recovered. Player 1 has the super armor when it is. Making the zone to the sky. Meteor ball. Player 1 is in a very good spot. All in with a rush. Close range projectile.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for the going on the offensive. Throws them to negate the block. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. That round was a pretty one-sided affair, to put it lightly. Smart play to stop the opponent.
Smelly Biscuit took your win streak.
This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
I can't. This shit gets so hard to fight against. This shit's crazy.
That was a clue of how a solid neutral game wins matches. Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
フルルと戦いたかったのにと思ってたらごめんね。
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the playback.
何が起こるかなる。
Play it safe. Pushes the opponent into the corner. Reacts to the throw. Well timed management there. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Projectile to try and change the situation. You can use a drive rush like that there. Brings out the super. How's it gonna work out for them?
敵攻めにも出ちゃうよ。
Hadouken! Parries the projectile. Now what? Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks really. Ah, burnout activates.
おもちゃ崩れた。SNES 気をつけて。
Need a raid? Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Almost. Ah, burnout activates.
おもちゃ崩れた。SNES 気をつけて。
Well, that fight was ripping with him. Get them with the anti-air. Blocks the ambiguous crosser. Full game control of the match in the early going. Let's get both of them are ready for a throw. Player 1 will look. They were right to be on guard. Experiencing turnout.
Akuma.
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
いや素晴らしい。さすがです。
Had the radar out and running. Player 2 used the life move. Gets the jump in. Goes for the throw.
うまいですね。
Solid combo. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 1 chasing him down.
なんとか切り抜けたい。
Fantastic reaction there. Throws him. What's next?
右手の隙に差し込んでいく。
In a dire situation. You can't. Ah, burnout activates.
いけるよ。
Closing moments of the match. Great round with both fighters really going at it. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
とにかく手を出すか、一旦落とすか、そうか、そうですよね。
Eye on the prize.
Grabs and throws them away.
そうそうそう。
Zaku Hadouken. Goes for air and takes their turn. Let's get player 2. Can't use any drive moves without burning out. Gets carried to the corner. Denies the jump in. Well, listen. When you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
今なら何でも倒すよ。
Very nice anti-air. They read their opponent like a book. Oh! On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 is just about out of drive out here. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Reads their mind and texts a throw. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if he gets. What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round? Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two pick it up again. Chin-right kick for a mix. Grabs them. And connects with medium kick. You've gotta be mindful of losing jumpers at this range. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. This is gonna be bad news. Oh, could be
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
この瞬間を待ってる
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
よろしくお願いします
This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? On dangerous turn. Easy to get tagged at this range. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Bends the gauge on the drive. Solid combo. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 took that convincingly. But what's next? You got that one. Oh, next round starts. Scrapping it, springs forward with the drive rush. Trying to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Launches that jump in with a perfectly timed parry. They made it look easy. They're backed up into the corner. Experiencing burnout. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they experiencing burnout. Demon rain comes. Listen with a stop and block. Even the times where they're looking to connect with an overdrive art, here's the burnout. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? Never say thy attitude got them the win.
Akuma, win!
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time. Good job blocking the jump attack. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Pressuring them in the corner. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Grabs them. This is a huge chance to make speed. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. That's the round. What a team. Alright, let's see what happens in the next round. Fireball from very long range. What's next? With fire. Jumps in. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. It's not meter for a drive in. My turn. Wants to keep it going. Can they keep it going? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Looking at slice out the demon deep. Throws a beefy Kachosen. All in with the wheel. It's in the corner. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Then it's up close and personal. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. How do they read that throw? Take a seat! Back into the corner. What's that? Ooh, what a smart throw! It's over! Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute torture! Yeah, I love the back and forth they had going on. Jumps? It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Player 1 has used up all of their drive levels. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. There's the life gap opening up. Hey ho! What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round? You're totally right. Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Big opportunity now in this corner. Will we see him drive it? Still slugging it out at this range. Good.
Final round. Fight!
Jumping. A jump? They're turning it up a notch. Connect with the throw. What are they gonna read the jump in perfectly? Immediate dip into reversal. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Solid anti-air. Burns out. Comes out on top.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Pressuring them in the corner. There's a pressure to float the opponent off balance. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Shoots off a fireball up close. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Dashes up. Goes for the fireball. This is very fair to the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Oh God, this is there.
Round 2.
Man, they just dropped that. What do you think? Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Combo with the target combo. Player 1 creates a good corner. Smart play with the throw. Super Arts on deck. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. Burnout activates. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Oh no,
Akuma.
man, I could watch these two fight each other forever. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna pull off? Goes for the fireball. Goes for the throw. Sticks the combo. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. Experiencing burnout. One combo can end this round right now. Went for the chip. Yo, that was so close. It's a little accurate to see, right? That drive impact is blocked. Early round decisions are so important. finish that fight.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
プレルと戦いたかったのにどうしてだこれね
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
緊張感も伝わってきます解説頑張ります
Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Backs them into the corner.
この攻めを通したい
Not a lot of damage with all that jumping coming from a mile away, and parries it perfectly.
連携の隙に差し込んでいく
Not letting that go.
うまいですね
Spends gauge to hit back with a reversal. Player 1 is just about out of drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Big goal for the super art. What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round? Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two kick it up. That's some big juicy damage on that counter. Feeling a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff! Reach in the post. Burnout activated. All the throws gets. Pop some hard. Nowhere to close it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which player has been left to find out the win? Throws him. Demon Raid. Clean parry. Oh my God! They just trumped it up. Spends it all on the super. Not one bit about it. Snatches him with sip of calamity. We're about to see Akuma when he really means business. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. I hope you're not a lightweight because one sip of this cup is enough to ether you. Uses the gauge for the super.